To start the morning rush, and several crews are on scene of a commercial fire in northeast Albuquerque. News 13's Sarah Yingling is live on the scene right now with the latest. Good morning, Sarah.
Morning, David. Well, crews still have this area of Quincy and Cutler shut down right now as fire crews continue to work on this commercial structure fire. AFR says that this is either a basement or a shed fire, and crews have been out here all morning long working to put it out. Earlier, it was a much different scene with smoke seen billowing from this building. Officials warning people to avoid the area earlier due to that heavy smoke. Back to you.
Also breaking overnight, police are now searching for the car that they say hit and killed a man in the area of Lomas and University. Albuquerque police say at around 10 last night, a man was hit by a silver sedan driving east on Lomas. They say the sedan kept driving eastbound after hitting the man, and this was without stopping. Now, paramedics rushed him to UNM Hospital, where they say he later died. Police say that the vehicle is described as a silver Honda with turquoise New Mexico license plates. Governor Lujan Grisham says PARCC testing is coming to an end. Lujan Grisham signed 2 executive orders putting this into motion. She says this will move New Mexico away from so-called high-stakes testing and direct the state to find a replacement for PARCC. The governor says that students can still expect some components of PARCC testing this year, and some form of standard testing is required by federal law, and New Mexico will need to get clearance from the feds to replace PARCC. Kristen.
Mostly sunny skies expected across the state today. That will help warm our temperatures at least closer to average in the 30s, 40s, and 50s. Tomorrow, increasing cloud cover moving west to east, eventually showers breaking out near the western state line by Saturday night. Dave?
The search continues this morning for an Oregon man last seen here in Albuquerque. APD says 34-year-old Michael Green went missing in September. His mother told News 13 that he was visiting his 2 daughters. She says he was planning to meet with friends in Edgewood but never showed up. He was last seen in his 2012 white Dodge Avenger. Police say Green's phone is off and he has not been active on social media. Also new this morning, ahead of the legislative session, which begins this month, 4 New Mexico lawmakers are introducing a House bill to have the president elected in New Mexico by popular vote. Now, this would put New Mexico into a compact with other states, requiring the Electoral College to cast ballots for the national popular vote winner. Other states must join the compact for it to work. President Trump is one of several presidents to win an election despite losing the popular vote. Now a live look over Washington, D.C., where congressional leaders from both parties are preparing to meet at the White House for the second time this week. This is all in the hopes to end a 14-day government shutdown. Now, the U.S. House has passed 2 bills to fund and reopen the government, but the measures face likely failure in the Republican-controlled Senate. It's because the bill does not provide funding for President Trump's border wall. The legislation was only providing $1.3 billion in funding for border security. The president is requesting $5 billion plus for the wall. A new study from Wallet Hub is revealing that New Mexico is the second most affected state by the partial government shutdown. The shutdown is affecting tens of thousands of federal employees and agencies. According to the Federal Executive Board's website, New Mexico has 94 federal agencies with more than 33,000 federal employees. New Mexico is in the top 10 for the highest number of federal jobs because of Sandia and Los Alamos National Labs, as well as White Sands Missile Range. New Mexico's Department of Health is on alert this morning after the flu claims another life here in New Mexico. The department is reporting 3 flu deaths, now bringing the total across the state to 4. The deaths were reported in people over the age of 50 in Lincoln, Rio Arriba, Mora, and Santa Fe counties. Health officials say the best way to protect yourself is getting vaccinated. Kristen.
Today's Metro Threat Index down to a 3. Still looking at those cold temperatures this morning in the teens, warming to near 40 this afternoon. And of course, watch for some spot ice out there on the roadways, especially in the shady spots. David?
You can help donate to the fund of a New Mexico mother fighting leukemia. As of this morning, people have already donated more than $9,800 to the family of first responders. 5 years ago, Nicole Smith first learned that she had leukemia, and she was in remission for years, but now the cancer is back. Smith was an ER nurse for 15 years, and her husband, Kenneth, is a police officer in Farmington. After losing both a job and health insurance this year, the Smiths needed help. We posted a link on how you can help, and that's at alwaysonkrqe.com. Well, a popular Nob Hill restaurant remains closed this morning, and it's been that way for more than 3 weeks. Back on December 10th, Scalo Northern Italian Grill in Nob Hill posted on their Facebook page that they were going to be closed due to a water main break. Now, 3 days later, they said extensive damage would keep the doors closed. The sign on the door said that they have plans to reopen now in the new year, but so far they didn't specify when, and that has not happened. Now, Facebook posts claim that some employees have not been paid in weeks. News 13 reached out to the manager and the owner of Scalo, but have not heard back. Well, beginning next week, emotional support animals will not be allowed on some United Airlines flights. The change comes after Delta made a similar policy shift. Under the change, emotional support animals will not be allowed on any of those flights. Now, additionally, puppies and kittens under 4 months old are completely banned altogether on flights lasting longer than 8 hours. United says passengers and crew are complaining about animals biting and ruining the cabins.
Time now for a check on that morning commute. Like Sarah was mentioning earlier, we do still have that structure fire at Cutler in Quincy, so they are asking you to avoid that area. Manal or Indian School would be a good alternate there. Everything else looking good near the Big Eye.
A cool story for you. The Harbin Ice and Snow Sculpture Festival in northwestern China kicks off this weekend. It's the world's biggest display of ice and snow sculptures. On display there are cathedrals and palaces more than 10 meters high, as well as smaller, more delicate exhibits. The officials say the ice festival attracts more than 1 million Chinese and international visitors to Harbin every year. Here's another fun fact. The nickname locals have for the city of Harbin is Ice City.
Taking you back 60 years ago on this day in 1959, Clayton recorded their coldest temperature ever, 21 degrees below zero. Yikes! So that is certainly cold. We're not that cold this morning, but cold enough to need the jacket. All right, switching gears now to the 5 facts. We start with number 5. The road to Sandia Peak ski area could be drivable by this evening. Recently, the ski area was forced to delay its opening due to a lack of snow, but after some significant recent snowfall, officials say they needed to get the road plowed and safe for drivers. The Department of Transportation says they're working on clearing that road.
At number 4 this morning, you can help donate to the fund of a New Mexico mother fighting leukemia. As of this morning, people have already donated more than $9,800 to the family of first responders. 5 years ago, Nicole Smith first learned that she had leukemia. She was in remission for years, but now her cancer is back. Smith was an ER nurse for 15 years, and her husband Kenneth is a police officer in Farmington. After losing both a job and health insurance this year, the Smiths needed help. Now, if you'd like to donate, we have a link at alwaysonkRQE.com.
As far as what's going on with our weather, we do have high pressure in control today, sunny skies and warmer temps. However, storm system on the way starting tomorrow night into Sunday. Low elevation rain snow mix and higher elevation snow above 7,000 feet.
At number 2 this morning, the suspect who took Jowl police on a high-speed chase still remains at large. That intense video right there shows a Jowl police officer firing his weapon inside his vehicle during the chase along Highway 128 on Christmas Eve. Now, moments earlier, suspected truck thief Angel Rodriguez stopped and threw the truck into reverse, chasing the police officer in reverse for about 20 seconds before ramming the patrol car. After the crash, Rodriguez drove off and got away. And at number 1, Governor Lujan Grisham says that PARCC testing is coming to an end. This after signing 2 executive orders saying a replacement could be coming soon. Some teachers are saying that PARCC tests results were too heavily used in judging classroom efforts. The governor says that students can still expect some components of PARCC this year. Now, some form of standard testing is required by federal law, and New Mexico will need to get clearance from the feds before they replace PARCC altogether.